but globally, more than 1,000 children are diagnosed with cancer every day. And with such statistics coming closer home, what is the situation like in Kenya?
Well, allow me to begin by greeting our listeners and our viewers who are able to view us through the audiovisual bit of the technology. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm happy and honored to be here this morning for this very, very important interview. Really getting to educate and inform and communicate to our listeners within the country and without on a very important subject, in health. We talk about health not just being a disease. WHO has defined health as more than the physical aspect of what we know. There is a social aspect, there is the economic aspect, and we are now even including the spiritual aspect, as health. So specifically, you've asked me, I know the 15th of this month, we had an International Childhood Cancer Day, and due to a very busy schedule, we could not make it to make a presentation and educate our people. Nonetheless, thank you for granting us another opportunity. Children are not the smaller version of adults. So it's very important that we give them their special space, even as we create awareness and as we educate the public. I would say globally we are facing a lot of health challenges. And amongst these many challenges, cancer is one burden that globally it's increasing, among the adults as well as the children. And, every year in our everyday globally, about 1,000 children are being diagnosed with cancer. Those are statistics that are a bit scaring. And we would want to reassure, those who are listening that because of these statistics that are really scaring, that is why our country made it deliberate to establish an agency, a state corporation under Ministry of Health to specifically address these matters, cancer, by creating a lot of attention, not only by word, but also committing resources into it so that we can address this challenge. Now, the burden of cancer in our country is increasing. Every year now, we have more than 44,000 patients being diagnosed with cancer. And around 70% of those die every year. We need to do something very intentional and deliberate to address this challenge. Specifically amongst our children, we have more than 3,200 children being diagnosed with cancer every year.
At home, right?
Every year within our country. It is unfortunate. Children are very innocent. I always joke about it that if it is sin that we've committed that makes us be diagnosed with cancer,
wengi tungekuwa tumeenda.
But then now children, very little
Innocent,
babies, innocent. Can I surprise you that you can have a child as old as 1 month being diagnosed with cancer?
How?
It is really sad. So we have to be very intentional on how we address these challenges. And unfortunately, you know how many children die every year. Of our children that are diagnosed with cancer, we lose 80% of them every year.
The statistics are scary.
They are scared. While in developed countries, Europe, United States, Canada, Australia, 80% of children who are diagnosed with cancer, they survive. So we have
through adulthood and live a normal life.
They live a normal life. They live to, give testimonies. They were diagnosed with cancer when they were 4, when they were 3, when they were 10, when they were months. So we really need to interrogate this ourselves. We really need to find out. And I hope you'll give me an opportunity to explain why and what we need to do so that we, close the gap. We reduce the survival gap, because this is the theme that we have this year about childhood cancer.